Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Maple Family. So here I am with another video related to the cue card. Since it is lockdown here and I live in Delhi, hence I am not able to go to my institute and I thought of making the video from my home. If you get any disturbance from my home, my kids, then please forgive me for that. But here, another topic, as I have always told you, that cue cards are really, really important for your speaking test. Um I'm just going to recapitulate that when we talk about the speaking exam of your IELTS test, then it is divided into three parts, and the three parts, the most crucial part is the cue card topic, right? Because the second part is the cue card topic, wherein you will be given a cue card topic and you have to speak about it for continuously 2 minutes. Now, most of the students get scared of this because they say that the topic would be new to them and they would not have any idea of what exactly they should talk about. So, I have always told you that keep practicing the QCAR topics, because whenever you look at a topic, you will definitely be able to relate the topic to your day to day life. The topics which come in the exam are not from out of the world but are related somehow with your real life experiences. As I always tell my students, that the more you will practice about the more you will practice different cue cards, you will become more confident of speaking impromptu, or we can say you will be more confident of speaking something which is new to you, right? It is not new in the sense that the topic is not something about you aren't aware of, but the topic is new in the sense that you have never talked about it. So here I always suggest that what you should do is, first of all, you must listen to the cue card topic carefully when the examiner speaks about it, and also you get 1 minute preparation time to prepare and think of what you're going to speak. So in that 1 minute, read the topic again, as the examiner is also going to give you a hard copy of the cue card which will be kept in front of you. So I suggest you spend at least 15 seconds to read the cue card topic again, so that you don't get confused, and also you are very much clear about what you are going to speak in the next 2 minutes that you are going to get for the speaking part, right? So you have understood how you are going to prepare. 1 minute you are going to spend in reading the cue card again, and then thinking about what exactly are you going to speak. Now, many of my students give me this review that in that 1 minute they got so many ideas that when they were about to speak, they just couldn't say anything much, because all that hodgepodge in their mind confused them completely. So don't do that. Whenever you look at the topic, I'll just show you the topic. Like, just imagine right now you have a speaking test and I am your examiner. I am going to give you the cue card topic here. I'm also going to read it for you. You will get 1 minute preparation time. Read it carefully and then start speaking for continuously 2 minutes. So let's start. I am bringing the latest topics for which have just come in the IELTS exam. So these are the latest topics, hence very important. So topic 2, as I have already made another video before this, so topic 1 is there. You can go check it out. I'll also share the link in the description box. So here is the topic for you. Describe a house or apartment you would like to live in. You should say where it is, where it would be, what would you like to do there, who would you like to live there with, and explain why would you like to live in this place. So the topic is very much clear. Now what you have to do quickly after listening to the topic, take the pencil and paper and write the words which are just shown on your screen in red. I am repeating again. Just write these words on the paper provided to you. I'll tell you why. So first, what you will do is you will just write describe, where, what, who, explain why. Why this is important to write? Because in that 1 minute time, you won't get time to think too much about the topic. what you have to do is you have to make sure that all the questions that are asked here in this topic, you must answer them. And how it will happen? If you will keep these keywords in front of you while speaking, you can just look at the keyword and think that I have to talk about these topics in all. If you will lose out any of the questions being asked in the cue card, your band score will decrease. So it's always better to answer all the questions being asked in the cue card. But now what happens when we are speaking, when we are talking in the speaking section, then we don't remember all the questions which were mentioned in the cue card. Hence, we lose out on one question and hence we further lose our band score. So I always suggest my students to just write the keywords here which are given in red on your screen, to write quickly on the white paper and take hints from there while speaking, that I have to first describe the house, then where it would be, then what would you like to do there, then who would you like to live there with, and explain why would you like to do that, why would you like to live there. So let's move ahead and talk about the vocabulary. Now, as you are aware, when you are speaking, then you are judged on 4 parameters. I think I have already discussed that in my previous videos. So here they are checking you on 4 major parameters, which is fluency, your vocabulary, your grammar, and your pronunciation. So here I am focusing upon building up your vocabulary. For that, I am giving you certain words and I am also going to give you many synonyms. For example, when the question says describe a house, if I am going to use the same word like house, house, house again and again, the examiner would understand that my vocabulary isn't too vast, hence I do not deserve anything above band 7, even though I am grammatically correct, even though I am speaking fluently. But if I am using the same word again and again, then it hampers my band score. So it is always suggested to use better vocabulary. For that, I am making these videos to tell you the different words you can use while speaking about such cue card topics. So this is the cue card topic today we are taking up. Hence, the vocabulary that I am just going to discuss with you will be related to this cue card. So now quickly let's see. The first question here, as you can see on the screen, is describe a house or apartment you would like to live in. So friends, you must explain about a house or apartment that you want to live in. So here the related vocabulary says the house can be huge, it can be big, it can be enormous, it has enormous space, or it should look like a bungalow instead of using the word bungalow or some very common words like house, big. So you can say it should be huge, it should have enormous space, it should look like a mansion. Okay. Next word could be, if you're not talking about a bungalow in specific or independent house, you can talk about an apartment in a building. What sort of building will you talk about? A big building, a huge building? You can use words like gigantic and skyscrapers. That means very huge buildings. So try to use words which are unique, which are new, which are different, if you want anything above band 7. Right now, it should have ample space in it when we talk about space. So these are a few vocabulary words that you can inculcate while you are describing the house you want to live in. Let's go back and see what was the next question. Next question here said where it is or where it would be. So now you have to tell about the location of the house, where the house should be located. So friends, whenever a person from a city is talking about where his dream house would be, then usually we talk about that it should be away from the city life, it should be near to my native's place. So here are some words which you can use to describe a house which should be far away from the city. So it says native, countryside, or suburbs. These words refer to a place which is away from the city and near to the village or some of your ancestral places. Secondly, if somebody is already living in a town or wants to shift to a city life, then instead of repeating the word saying city, you can instead use metropolitan city or an urban city. right? So these are some words that you can inculcate. So now the next question is, what would you like to do there? So for these you can use the words like very different and unique words here. Organic farming, I would like to do organic farming. Harvest solar energy. There, why would you do it? How you would do it? You have to explain each and everything. Here I am just giving you the ideas which you can build up and start speaking about it. So when you are saying like, I want to do organic farming, I want to have my own kitchen garden there where I can grow many different types of vegetables like coriander, potato, tomatoes, and I want to create my own organic compost. So such words have to come to your mind, and they will only come to your mind when you have talked about many different cue cards already, right? And also friends, I want to add on to this that when you are talking about one specific cue card, for example right now if we are discussing about one cue card, you get so many ideas from one cue card. For example, if the topic changes, if this cue card topic wouldn't be this what I'm showing you would and the cue card topic was, for example, that what would you like to do in your old age, then also these similar thoughts and ideas can be incorporated in the discussion. So what I mean to say here is that if you practice different vocabulary and different cue cards, you get many different ideas which are interrelated, and you can speak about each and each and every topic very comfortably, right? Next question here said, what who would you like to live there with? So you can say, I would love to go there with my family, loved ones, and my folks with whom I can enjoy and have fun. So here are some different words that you should use, the different synonyms that you should use. Like family, instead of saying just family again and again, we can say my loved ones or my friends and my folks. Okay, so this would make the examiner understand that yes, you know different various forms of vocabulary, and you are also habitual of using them, right? Okay, so the last question here said, and explain why would you like to live in this place. So you have to explain why would you like to live in this place. So for that you can use this vocabulary, like you can explain that this place is away from the city life, hence it is very serene, that is away from the hustle bustle of the city life. And you can say that I love to stay in tranquility. Tranquility again means serenity. And I would love to stay away from the chaos and turmoil of my daily life. So these are some words which you can end up using while explaining the last part of the question, which was asking you about that you have to describe why you would like to stay at that place. So friends, I hope that this small video, small effort of mine is being of little help to all of you in preparing for your IELTS exam. If you find it helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, please share it with the friends who are also preparing for IELTS for a better band score. You can also follow me on Instagram as IELTS at underscore Maple Family. You can DM me. You can ask me some questions if you are facing some problems. I would also love to help you with your writing exam. You can just send in some writings of yours, and I would just give my feedback so that you can enhance your writing skills. Hope this video is useful to you, and please do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.